DA, it's all yours.
Hey, Kevin. Jrue Holiday.
Terrific. David, thanks. Here are the five for the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Reggie Jackson. Then it's Paul George. And it's Zubac in at the center. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Zubac kicks to Leonard. That one's not going to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Holiday with it. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Zubac against Lopez. Right at the free throw line. And that one hits back iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Shots good by Middleton.
And this is what Middleton does. Hit trades. He's one of the best in the league at helping his team space the floor.
DiVincenzo against George. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Now Middleton. For three. It's hauled in by George. Clippers moving the ball around. And he uses the glass on the layup.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Holiday looking for an opening. Passes it to Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And Lopez throws it down.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man.
Jackson passes to George. Outside Leonard. And there's the pass to Zubac. Lopez with the steal. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Trailing by 5. On the wing, Jackson. Morris against Giannis. Outside Leonard. 4 on the shot clock. Good on the triple.
Let's remember, in college, just a 25% three-point shooter, but Kawhi Leonard, he makes a weakness a strength.
1:51 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Holiday. Pass to Middleton. From past the arc. That shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Now here's Leonard. Outside, George. Jackson kicks to George. 5 to shoot. The tray. They get it again. Another shot. Zubac the pass to Morris. That ties it up.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And here's Holiday. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Here's DiVincenzo. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
35 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Zubac finds George. Fires the 3. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Over Middleton, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Milwaukee in the lead. Holiday with it. A floater, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game. And
I like to stay locked in to the game. And
Greg, as you always say, different guys intimidate in different ways.
And when you have his level of length, athleticism, and skill, you don't need to say a word.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Holiday. Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. Bounce pass, Holiday. Now, Tucker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. No good from outside. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you. Cousins, the pass to Kennard. That evens the score.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Boy, Greg, there is a lot to like offensively for Luke Kennard.
I tell you, he can shoot it. He's a crafty finisher and really improving as a passer. The question mark is the defensive end. 6'5" in height and wingspan, not a leap tool, so he's got to get by on his instincts and his anticipation.
Rondo passes to Beverly. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now, here's Kennard. D right on him. 4 on the clock.
What incredible hands. DeMarcus Cousins makes tough catches look easy.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Portis. From the arc. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Passes to Beverly. Inside, here's Batum. Shakes him, and the layup is up and in. Batum's got the lead up to 2 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Portis against Cousins. A 15-footer. The shot, no good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Beverly for 3. Now here's Batum. He's guarded closely. Kennard's shot is off. The Bucks have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Over to the wing. Here's Nora. Milwaukee the rebound. The 3. Not going to go that time. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Beverly looking around. Portis against Cousins. And it's blocked. Outside Teague. The pass to Nora. Launches it. Here's Portis. Pass to Nora. Down low. And Tucker kicks to Connaughton. A 3 ball. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Kennard's shot is off. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Can't connect from short range. And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And the Bucks, they're shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Marcus Morris is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Jackson, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Lopez dishes to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Lopez, no luck. The Clippers trail. The shot by George, wide open. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. And now the fast break. George with the ball. A three-pointer off the mark. George has gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's DiVincenzo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Bucks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's George. Here's Zubac. Here's Morris. And the rejection by Giannis.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Holiday gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. Giannis Antetokounmpo has said he doesn't want people calling him the MVP because he doesn't want to relax. He said he fears failure, so he has got to get better.
Pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you have to love the patience by Kawhi right there. Use the pick and roll game to perfection.
Antetokounmpo against Morris. Outside Holiday. Back to Giannis. And the layup's good off the glass. Well, Greg, there's been some debate. What do you think? Is Giannis the best player right now in the world?
I tell you what, if there's a conversation, he has to be in it. You know, some people might go with Kawhi, Kevin Durant. He's coming back. LeBron James is there as well. But Giannis is probably the guy to lead that conversation. I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Outside Holiday. Passes it to DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Well, the defense has been lackluster out of the locker room, and that is why they are finding themselves in a tough spot.
Outside Leonard. .157 left in the third quarter of the game. Zubac lets it go from deep. Leonard, no luck. Bucks leading by 6. Middleton looking it over. Fires the 3. But they'll get another chance. And again, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis has got 6 points in the quarter.
And with his length and explosiveness, it's never a surprise to see Giannis get points on the offensive glass. Great nose for the ball.
And that one, good.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. And it's off from three-point range. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by Middleton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Marcus Morris has proven that he can be effective in any system in the NBA, understands his role as a stretch 4.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. And Teague's got the ball here for Milwaukee. They lead by 4. There's the pass to Portis. Here's Teague. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Bucks lead by 6.
Well, I'll tell you what, impeccable work from Jeff Teague inside, showing great patience down in the lane.
Pass to Kennard. Cousins against Portis. Cousins inside, and he banks in the layup. Cousins has got 6.
This definitely helps your offense. You're not relegated to the perimeter with Cousins on the floor. You can create easy opportunities.
Now here's Teague. He lobs it up, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile 1 block a moment ago.
Every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Milwaukee on top, leading by 4. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. P.J. Tucker is out there with Bobby Portis. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Forbes in at the point guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
And although not the biggest guy, you got to love how Rondo uses his body inside. Has a great touch as well around the rim.
Here is Forbes. Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Rondo passes to Morris. Outside for Rondo. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Stolen by Tucker. And it's the Bucks on the break. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Just 4 to shoot. Beverly wide open. Offline with his 3.
And you will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Here's Connaughton. And Portis throws it down.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Pass to Connaughton. And stolen by Cousins. And with that, the Bucks lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Beverly.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverly to get in transition.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Teague against Beverly, and Connaughton has it in the corner. For three, Middleton. Kennard with the rebound.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Bucks leading by 6. Middleton the pass to Tucker. Kennard against Teague. Middleton outside. From deep. That one no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Mann. Teague covering. Mann gets the bucket.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you could ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Teague, and it's slammed in by Teague.
Oh, my goodness. If you don't get in front of Jeff Teague, he's going to throw it down off that dribble drive.
And here's Beverly. Passes it to Kennard. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Milwaukee leading by 6. Middleton the pass to Connaughton. There's a minute left in the fourth quarter. Back to Middleton. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Kennard finds Beverly. Money! And now they trail by just 4.
Huge moment for Patrick Beverly. Wow.
And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Middleton outside. Here's the three. It's hauled in by Beverly.
He is just not taking smart shots out there. A pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Kennard for 3. Count it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
It's incredible to me how players have become so adept at creating just enough space to get the shot off. Nicely done.
And so they foul intentionally.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility.
Well, those are essential free throws to make it a 3-point lead. It's going to take something from long range now to tie.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight. And let's go.
Hey, Kevin, thanks.
And David, he is just getting started. Great stuff. Thanks as always. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small 4. And for the Trailblazers, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Norman Powell, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. Lopez with the steal. One-on-one here. Out to the right wing. The pass to Antetokounmpo. Lobbed up there for Lopez. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, he could just see over the defense. The eyes to spot the open man. Giannis flourishing right now as a facilitator.
An era where we're seeing teams turn away from the slower 7-footers. Brook Lopez still playing a pivotal role for the Bucks.
There's been a lot of talk in recent years, Greg, as how the big man has been played off the floor in the playoffs. That's just not the case with Lopez because he's been able to step out and shoot threes along with being a really reliable rim protector.
Outside Holiday. Kicks to Middleton. Beyond the arc. And it's rebounded by Covington. McCollum fires from way outside. The long distance 3 is buried.
Just so hard defensively to stay after McCollum. He can be elusive, and then he can score from anywhere.
Holiday, the pass to Middleton. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And staying with the play, Middleton.
Chris Middleton can make contributions by using his frame to be a good rebounder. Good effort there.
Holiday against Lillard. Over Holiday. Lillard misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Middleton against Powell. To the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nurkic with the block.
Nurkic big and blocking.
DiVincenzo against McCollum. Pass to Lillard. Launches a 3. McCollum no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. And stolen by Lillard. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. He kicks to McCollum. He dishes it to Covington. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Holiday attacking. Pass to Middleton. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Sinks the triple.
Wow, what a shot there. We don't usually see Chris from that kind of distance playing confident.
Outside Covington. To the wing right side. Nurkic with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. That's a 2 from Lillard. Milwaukee with the rebound. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. The shot by Middleton wide open. Another miss by Middleton. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Nurkic the pass to Powell. Lillard looking around. Feeds to Nurkic. Good on the bucket.
Well, the team set up Nurkic so well there. He had plenty of space. Calm and collecting.
Holiday against Lillard. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. McCollum kicks to Powell. Nurkic the pass to Covington. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And it's Lillard missing.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Lillard fires away from way outside.
Well, without the D from Holiday there, that shot probably has a better chance of going in.
It's all tied in Portland. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Before the game,
I know that when the main guy...
He's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play on the court for the Bucks. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the point guard position. Forbes the pass to Connaughton. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Portis kicks to Forbes. Here's Connaughton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's McCollum on the wing. Now the pass to Simons. Outside, Jones. Passes it to Cantor. A 3 from McCollum. Rebounded by Tucker.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Portis kicks to Forbes. Tucker dishes to Middleton. No good on the 3. Portland trailing here. Anthony left side. The Bucks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. They get a hand on it. Portis, the pass to Connaughton. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch? Wow, hammering it in!
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Simons, the pass to Jones. And shot on the way, and that one is good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Forbes kicks to Portis. Back to Forbes. Middleton against Jones. Shoots the three. Middleton can't get it to go.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Excellent pass there to cap that break with an uncontested basket.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Forbes dishes to Tucker. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got 4 rebounds in this game. Middleton against Jones. Kicks it to McCollum. Cantor trying to free himself up, and Portland again with the bucket.
Such a good player on the in-between game, weaving behind bodies to find some space, and CJ cashes in.
Here is Forbes. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Jacks up a three. Buries it from three-point range.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Anthony can't hit. And so it's Middleton with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Forbes the pass to Middleton. Pass to Portis. Shoots over Cantor. Misses off the right iron. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. The dish to Anthony. Pass to Simons. Outside, Jones. The pass to McCollum. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
I feel like Melo has always been a guy who doesn't mind hanging around down low, knocking guys around a little bit, and getting great second chance opportunities.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Dame Lillard, a player who's improved every year he's been in the league. Guys, and that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Here's Simons. They've got Enes Kanter. Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Little. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 5 from 20 feet out. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
Powell for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Holiday gets the bucket.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard the pass to Covington. He kicks to Little. Nobody near Lillard. And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Lays it up and banks it in. Now it's a 5-point Bucks lead.
And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
Lillard dishes to Little. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Back to Lillard over Holiday. No good off the back of the rim.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic.
I'll tell you what, they're really fortunate there. Those long bomb passes usually spell disaster, but they get away with one there.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Chris Middleton's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The wide open look here for Lopez, and again the Bucks miss.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And Lillard throws it down.
Yeah, not something you want to do. You let Lillard drive all the way to the rack, and he will throw it down.
And Holiday kicks to Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. To the paint. From 8, here's Middleton. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists in the game. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Holiday against Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. That one doesn't drop. And Milwaukee the other way now.
Well, his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
Banked in off the glass. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Just straight quickness. Lillard showing off the effortless blow-by.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Now Giannis. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Giannis against Covington. Outside, Antetokounmpo.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Holiday against Lillard. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. Derek Jones comes in for Robert Covington. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. Bennett Simon's in for Damian Lillard. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. And it's Pat Connaughton in for Drew Holiday. And it's Connaughton missing.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
And staying with the play, Anthony. Anthony's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Anthony's still running the floor well, even at this stage in his career. Gets out and coasts right past the D.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's all tied in Portland. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And the Bucks, they're shooting 43% from the field. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got Chris Middleton. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Teague, and it's Connaughton in at the 2. To the inside, doesn't go for him. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Portland. Kanter inside, defended by Portis. The shot's good from Kanter.
Well, this is the area where Cantor can really unleash his offensive arsenal. Difficult guy to defend inside.
Teague with the ball. Middleton outside. There's the triple. They grab their own miss.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Simons surveying the D. Just 5 to shoot. It's good.
I mean, you could just see it there. He's got all the tools, and when it comes to scoring, there isn't much McCollum can't do.
Outside Teague. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Over in the corner, Portis. Lots of room. And it's Portland with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
McCollum against Teague. Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. Lobs it up for Cantor. And so the ball out of bounds. McCollum touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
For the Trailblazers, Norman Powell comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. And then for Milwaukee, Lopez comes in for Portis, and it's Drew Holiday in for T. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
It's a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. And Robert Covington subbed in for Jones. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Pat Connaughton. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
What improvement we saw during Giannis Antetokounmpo's first few years in the league. Went from raw to ridiculous in a hurry.
Lillard outside. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And the Trailblazers lead by 2. Bucks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Hollis Jefferson's checked in for the Trailblazers. And he gets the whistle. And, folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
1:53 left in the fourth. Down low, and Nurkic has it in the corner. McCollum against Giannis. 5 on the clock. There's the 3. McCollum, no good. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo. Good D by McCollum.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
And here is Antetokounmpo. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Big-time shot from young Giannis there. He feels more and more comfortable in these big moments.
Now here's Lillard. From deep three-point range. DiVincenzo with the rebound. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field.
Smart for Holiday to get that shot off even after the hack from the defense.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Foul, he's checked in for Portland. Chris Middleton's checked in for Milwaukee. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And really just a great rhythm at the line, whether it's a big lead in the first quarter or with the game hanging in the balance.
Lillard finds Covington. Puts it up. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Holiday, the pass to DiVincenzo. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point lead. Most important thing, no open threes.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. What do you think, guys?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And he's had a very good night shooting the basketball. A little over 50% from the field. And a lot of those shots have come against some tight D. That shows the level of his focus and consistency.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Reggie Jackson out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4. Now Lillard. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. McCollum outside to the middle. Here's Covington. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
Oh, Kevin, there are some all-time greats playing at the guard spots these days. It will be a fun matchup to watch.
Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
And he moves so well. When Leonard drives the lane, it's pretty much a guaranteed bucket. Terrific body control, and he plays with the ultimate force.
Now here's Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Lillard missing.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
Jackson kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. Morris inside, covered by Lillard. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State. A small...
Oh, wow.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Outside, Covington. Back to McCollum from downtown. Drills it from outside.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And George, here we go. And it's Portland with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Entering the NBA, I knew he needed to develop his mid-range game. He did it, and it's opened things up for him.
George against McCollum. Zubac, the pass to Jackson. Back to Zubac. It's George on the wing. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. George has got his second basket. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. Passes to McCollum. Now here's Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Pass to Powell. Nurkic in the post, defended by George. And Nurkic gets it to go.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
Outside, George. And the shot goes in. 1:10 left to play in the first. Lillard with it. McCollum outside. Inside. And Covington with the basket on the assist by McCollum.
Well, that'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate McCollum. Unselfish and aware, picking out the perfect pass.
George against Nurkic. Here's Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
McCollum, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Feeds it to Leonard. Stolen by McCollum. Fires for 3. The rebound by Paul George. Jackson down low. And Covington sends it back. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front. They're up. Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated.
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well balanced. This team lives it.
Come get it. Come get it.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
On the floor for Portland, Hyundai Hollis Jefferson out there with Anthony. Then it's Ennis Cantor, and it's Simons in at the 1 spot. Now here's Beverly. And the pass to Kennard. The 3. A rebound by Simons. Portland leading by 5. And it's out of bounds to Portland. No retained possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Batum with the steal. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Ball going up court. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Jones has got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers. And so here are the Clippers. Beverly up top. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams and players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. Here's Simons. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Solid work at the line a season ago. 83% on his opportunities.
And the first one at the line is good. Powell, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Clippers trail by 7. Now Beverly. Pass to Kennard. From deep. And the Clippers miss again. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Beverly, the pass to Batum. Cousins with it. He's covered by Cantor. No good from Cousins. Trailblazers leading by 7. Passes it to Simons. Six to shoot. It's Powell on the wing. From deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And Batum kicks to Beverly. Down low, Cousins. Outside for Batum. Now here's Beverly, guarded closely. The shot, no good. Now Portland takes it the other way. Lobs it up for Anthony, and it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Count it. Beverly's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, that's what they want to see out of Beverly. Decisive basketball. Nice, aggressive drive to the cup.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Anthony with it, and Batum picks him up defensively. Back to Powell. Here's Cantor. Shoots over Cousins. Cantor's shot is off. And so Cousins will bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 7. A three-pointer is right on target. Kennard's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pass to Powell. Cousins against Cantor. Back to Powell. It's Jones on the wing. Tips it up. And Cantor able to finish. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Cantor gets a lot of his points this way.
Now the pass to Kennard. Cousins inside. He's against Cantor. Oturu, the pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
Whenever Cousins get that close to the basket, it's game over for the D. He is such a forceful presence, especially when he's dunking.
The dish to Powell. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Simons. Back to Powell. Passes it to Simons. Got a hand on it. Now the Clippers moving it up. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Batum.
Well, how about the clever handles of Batum? Putting the deal.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession. And that should...
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Paul George really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The Clippers shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Leonard. George trying to break free. And Leonard gets it to go. Leonard's got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. The Trailblazers shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done. Lillard surveying the D. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound.
Now, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive board.
Here's George. He's got 6. The feed to Morris. Back to George. Shoots over Powell. Nobody near Leonard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic, but hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up, but I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
Here is Lillard. Damian Lillard throws it down hard.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mann's checked in. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Reggie Jackson. Kept alive. Hollis Jefferson kicks to McCollum. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Mann. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Pass to Mann. Morris outside. To the inside. Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
And Morris does a great job keeping his head up, finding his teammate for quality shots.
Lillard outside. Covington against Zubac. Covington passes to McCollum. Takes a three. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum right side. Covington. And Covington stays with it. Covington's got 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Back to Leonard for the tie. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound in this one. And the basket by Lillard. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
But look at how quickly Lillard leaps out of transition. He wants to run down the throw to the D, burn him in the open floor.
Here's Rondo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
I mean, having a floor general like Rondo on the court instantly elevates your offense. He does everything he can to bring out the best in his team.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Luke Kennard in for Leonard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Again, McCollum missing.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Rondo gets the bucket.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, true, but we'll see if they can keep forging ahead. For now, you got to give them credit for coming back.
And Lillard gets it to go.
When Lillard goes to work in the screen and roll, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, you pretty much pick your poison with him in these sets.
Lets a floater, and oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Now that's the way you...
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. On the floor for Portland, they've got Derek Jones. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 1. From 15 feet away, Cousins pulls it in. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. It's stolen by Jones. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Kanter. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Cantor is a single-minded scorer. Doesn't like to be denied when he's got position, even dealing with a lot of contact.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. Back to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
But the play disrupts the defense, and Kennard smartly capitalizes. He gets the ball to a ready shooter.
Here's Simons. And there's the pass to Carmelo. He dishes it to Jones. Clock at 6. And he lays it straight in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Beverly with the ball. Pass to Kennard. And Cousins kicks to Kennard. Back to Cousins. Shoots from 14. And Cantor pulls it down.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
The Clippers in the lead. Beverly finds Cousins over Anthony. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Beverly. Cousins has got 4 points this quarter.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Here's Simons, defended by Beverly. And Jones has it in the corner. And it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Jackson misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard from outside. The shot that time, not on target. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Here's George. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but the coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking and the game continues on.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He really got after him in the huddle. He said, look, you can rest after the game. You got to put it all out there if you want to win this one. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And it's Leonard missing. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Stolen by Jackson.
You expect him to make those. They got to do more to get a hand in his face next time.
It's deflected. They double team McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. He kicks it to Lillard. McCollum outside. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Zubac. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Love the poise of McCullough. He looks comfortable shooting in crucial moments of the game.
Outside Leonard. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside, George. Baseline jumper. Portland grabs the miss.
Oh, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Powell, no one around him. Count count it!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The three from George. Rebound by Nurkic.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back and work.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Nurkic. And the Clippers call time here. They're trailing by 3. Just 2 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Is what you're saying.
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbounds, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter. And it's all about the 3 right here.
That's what they need to tie it. Boy, what a game this has been.
And so the big win by... Shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Clippers, Jackson is out there with Paul George. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Morris in at the 4. Now Morris, after the missed 3 from Lopez. Zubac kicks to Jackson. There's the pass to George. Outside Leonard. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. 2 terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. The Bucks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. George against DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You got to love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
Taking 2 shots. And he sinks the second. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Giannis dishes to Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over Morris. And Giannis gets it to go.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here is George. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Leonard's got 5 now.
Listen, Kawhi Leonard has built his game brick by brick. You want him to score on the interior? No problem.
Holiday with it. Kicks it down to Middleton. Leonard with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Zubac finds Leonard. Outside, George. Passes to Morris. Clock at 4. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You simply have got to respect Paul George's anticipatory skills there. The long body, the quick reactions. What a nice play.
Now here's Giannis. Makes it off the glass. He's got 6.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's George. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Zubac in the post. Defended by DiVincenzo.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Bucks trail by 4. 1:31 left here in the first quarter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
DiVincenzo against George. Again, Los Angeles.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And he gets the bucket.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Here's George. He's got 5. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 14 feet away. Another one falls for the Clippers. 32 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Holiday. Giannis kicks to DiVincenzo. For three, Middleton. The Clippers grab the miss. Jackson has the open look. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Fast break, Milwaukee. Holiday is running. And it's sent back by George. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Being able to go through adversity and come out strong.
And Greg, you feel like that pressure never really got to Holiday.
One of the toughest guards in the league, mentally and physically. He's a machine that just keeps on coming, no matter the circumstances.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, Luke Kennard out there with Batum. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. Pass to Kennard. To the paint. And then Cousins with the dunk.
What incredible hands. DeMarcus Cousins makes tough catches look easy.
Here is Forbes. He's covered by Rondo. For three, Middleton. That one misses. Clippers leading by 6. Offside Rondo. There's the dish to Cousins. Now here's Beverley. Defense right on him. And stolen by Portis. Middleton drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
A determined shooter who excels at the charity stripe. Middleton will gladly head to the line.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Teague, the pass to Middleton. No good with the triple. Los Angeles leading by 4. On the wing, Batum. Sweet move. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. Cousins has got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Teague, the pass to Portis. Shoots over Cousins. The kick out to Teague. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Milwaukee making a switch. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The pass to Cousins. For the 3. The second chance effort. A shot by Batum, no good. Milwaukee has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. There's the lob, and Antetokounmpo takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's Cousins. Great D that time from Portis.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. Oh, goodness gracious.
How about that finish?
Now Beverly still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Bobby Portis.
Well, Patrick Beverly puts it on the deck, drives to the cup, and will get to the free throw line.
Both teams will make substitutions. Both free throws good from Beverly. 1:10 left now here in the second. Teague deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. Lopez up top. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. 6 to shoot. And that's dunked by Giannis.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Pass to Zubac. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And George, here we go.
Well, I don't know that when he was selected 10th overall back in 2010, that the casual fan understood that Paul George would become one of the most effective two-way players in the NBA, but he's done just that.
Rajon Rondo's checked in for the Clippers. Milwaukee also making some changes. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton, and it's Drew Holiday in for Jeff Teague. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Antetokounmpo inside. He's against Morris. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And George kicks to Leonard. Wide open look. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Leonard's got 7.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. They're in good... And that'll do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here is Holiday. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Stolen by Jackson. Clippers leading by 6. George passes to Zubac. Back to George. From outside, off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And oh, here we go with Leonard. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, the length of Paul George creating opportunities for his team. He covers an awful lot of ground with that wingspan.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Stolen by Jackson. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Here's George. Here's Zubats. Outside Leonard from outside the arc. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks trail by 8. For 3, Middleton. Here's DiVincenzo. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And that one goes long. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. On the wing, Morris. Over Giannis. Morris, no good.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Outside Jackson. George looking over the floor. Zubats. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Clippers lead by 8.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And there it is for him. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered, and Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
And here's Holiday. Middleton on the wing. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. George, no good.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity. I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Throws it up high.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. George against DiVincenzo. Leonard, the pass to Zubats. Back to Leonard. Lopez with the steal. Gets it off, and we've reached the end of the third. Clippers ahead, leading by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Bucks trail by 5. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Batum. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And it's Man in at the 3. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Lopez finds Holiday. And stolen by Cousins. And now the Clippers on the break. Beverley with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Passes it to DiVincenzo. Here's Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Snatched away. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. In the corner, Kennard with it. Beverley, the pass to Batum. Back to Beverley. Leonard on the wing. Shoots it up. Can't nail the jumper. Bucks trail by 5. Floats it up for Giannis. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. No good. That would have tied it. Clippers leading by 3. Here's Beverly. Finished off the break.
What a nice little burst from Patrick Beverly to get in transition.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, that's a sight we've become far too accustomed to seeing. Antetokounmpo throwing it down like it was just another day at the office.
Here's Mann. Cousins, the pass to Mann. Off target from three-point range. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Teague with the ball. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low. And with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been steady inside.
And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for the Clippers. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked. Potential game winner off the mark. And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So the Clippers win the tip. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Pass to Leonard. Takes the 3. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Leonard's got 20 points.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Rondo bounce pass. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's foul number 2 for him. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Marcus Morris. The Bucks also with the sub. Tucker's checked in. And George kicks to Rondo. Outside for George. Shot clock at 5. shoots over DiVincenzo. And it's George missing.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
They get the rebound. Zubats. The pass to Cousins. Over Holiday. Here's Zubats. He feeds it to Cousins. And a deep three from George. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. And the dunk by Zubats.
Well, you love it. DeMarcus Cousins drawing the defensive attention and still has the court awareness to make the play.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 1. 1:16 left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And Milwaukee has possession. It's a one-point game.
You know this, if you're open, you can count on Brook Lopez to find you. He uses his height to spot open teammates.
Rondo passes to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. George with the bucket.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Now, Giannis. To the middle. Kicks it down to Middleton. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
DiVincenzo against Rondo. Pass to Cousins. Over Giannis. Got it.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Middleton for three. No good on that one. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Middleton in at the small forward. Now here's McCollum. Powell for 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Milwaukee the rebound. Floats it up for Giannis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And Antetokounmpo is so long. I mean, he stretches forever, covers a ton of ground.
Lillard surveying the D. McCollum outside. Oh, good on the triple. Here's DiVincenzo. And that one drops for him. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
And Holiday throws it down.
Middleton, a scorer by nature, that time showing you he can find his teammates too.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
McCollum finds Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Stolen by Middleton. One-on-one fast break.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Lillard against Lopez. Will it go? And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
And another turnover here by Portland. Milwaukee making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And Jones subbed in for Powell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Middleton looking it over. Here's Anthony. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. And Jones slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
And Holiday kicks to Middleton. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Pass to Tucker. Three-pointer. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. A different look for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Simons, he's checked in for Portland. Lobs it up for Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
And great ball movement from CJ. That's the unselfish play you want from your guards.
Back to Holiday. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Passes to Connaughton. 5 on the clock. They get it back. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. 1:07 left to play here in the first.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Here's Simons after Drew Holiday's score. Jones, the pass to Simons. Tries from 16, and again, it's Portland converting.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
Holiday looking for an opening. The pass to Connaughton. Back to Holiday. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony drives in. Jones from outside. Tips it, and Cantor able to finish. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Here's Holiday. Yep, that one goes in there. Holiday's got 6 points.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Bucks ahead. They lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And when asked to compare himself to LeBron James, Giannis...
I know if I put the work in, maybe.
And, Greg, that's the humble, hard-working approach we've come to expect from Giannis.
You know, he's not interested in putting himself on a pedestal. Enough people do that for him. He just wants to become the best he can be and win rings.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Bucks in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Bobby Portis out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the 2 guards. So that's who Milwaukee starts the second with. A different look for Milwaukee. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker, and Middleton subbed in for Drew Holiday. McCollum outside. Got a piece of it. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Kicks it out to Lillard. McCollum trying to get open. Here's Anthony. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
And he knocks down the first one. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, will. So Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
And the Bucks making a change here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Pass to Powell. Back to Lillard. This one for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Milwaukee in the lead. Middleton right side. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Trailblazers with the ball.
You know, growing up in Greece, Giannis Antetokounmpo was so poor, he and his older brother, Thanasis, had to share a pair of tennis shoes. I mean, how about how far he's come since then? Now he's the first foreign-born player ever with his own Nike signature shoe.
And I like the decision-making. He's taking what the defense is willing to give him.
You know, more and more big guys in the league have that mid-range shot in their bag now, and they need it.
Out to Anthony. Stolen by Middleton. And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo. Misses the three. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. 4-point game.
And Clark, they say back in Greece, all of Giannis's basketball shoes were hand-me-downs from his teammates.
Greg, nothing like not having enough to drive you to get more. I mean, clearly, you think about Giannis and his background and where he is now, he and Thanasis oftentimes would take turns playing in the game, swapping the same pair of shoes. Those days are long behind both of them.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Outside Anthony. Back to Lillard. Trailblazers moving the ball around. He dishes it to Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard from deep three-point range. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Good. And now a 6-point Bucks lead.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Anthony dishes to Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets, using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
Now T. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. There's the lob to the hoop. DiVincenzo kicks to Lopez. Shoots over Nurkic. Rebounded by Anthony.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Nurkic, the pass to Powell. Cans it from downtown. Powell's got 5 points now this quarter.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Teague against Lillard. On the wing, Giannis. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Portland trailing here. Here's Simons. Pass to Jones. Three-pointer. He doesn't hit that one. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Bucks lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoy a competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At one stretch in the opening period, they built up. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shut up. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One of the stories here, Drew Holiday getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got Derek Jones. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in at the point guard position.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man. Jones looking for an opening. Back
Back to McCollum. It's tipped. A solo fast break. Here's Connaughton. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It goes on C.J. McCollum.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many of the guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. Down low to end the run. There's Hollis Jefferson. Hits the J after faking out the D with the quick up fake. Hollis Jefferson's got his first bucket in this one. Milwaukee leading by 6. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Outside Holiday. Passes it to Connaughton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Connaughton's got the lead up to 8 now for the Bucks. McCollum outside. Now the pass to Canner. Back to McCollum. Lets it go from deep. That one doesn't go. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. DiVincenzo finds Holiday. 6 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. His first shot coming late. Portis can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And the basket by McCollum.
Really, it's a thing of beauty to watch Hollis Jefferson move the ball like that. I mean, he's a team-oriented guy who looks to make the pass as much as possible.
Holiday left side. He lobs it up. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
And it goes down 2 points. And now it's just a 4-point Bucks lead.
And with the physical gifts that Hollis Jefferson has, he plays a lot bigger than his listed height.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Giannis. The shake. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Man, that was a remarkable pump fake from Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's really good at selling that shot fake.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so he hits both. 1:11 left in the third. Lillard against T. From deep. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Lillard.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
Outside T. Shot clock at 6. Throws it up high. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Antetokounmpo dishes to T. Pass to Nora. Back to T. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Giannis. It's good from inside. Giannis has got 10 points in the game.
And with each season, Antetokounmpo continues to polish up his post game. He's got such a nice high release on the shot, and at his size, virtually impossible to block it.
To the paint, here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Brook Lopez. E.J. Tucker is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Teague. And it's Nora in at the two-guard spot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And the three off target. Portland trailing here. Outside, Covington. Lillard outside. To take the lead. Rebound, Milwaukee.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Shot's good by Middleton.
And the quickness of Middleton on the drive is really remarkable. I mean, he gets to the bucket so fast.
Teague against Lillard. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Milwaukee leading by 3. Middleton outside. Passes it to Nora. Here's Lopez. And another basket for Milwaukee.
Lopez not to be denied. Nice strong finish there.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. To the inside. Now, here's Nurkic. Powell with it. Offensive rebound. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Teague, the pass to Middleton. Here's Tucker. Back to Middleton. And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 3, and now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Lillard against Holiday. The 17-footer. Good for his 6th make and a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Here's Holiday, and he uses the glass on the layup.
With experience, skill, and ability, Holiday makes for the perfect go-to scoring option.
McCollum outside. And the pass to Cannon. Back to McCollum to tie it up. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in.
But that's the way to go if you've got good position.
And he's going up for the alley-oop.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Lillard from outside. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. And here's Middleton. Outside Holiday. Now the feed to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. And the Bucks lead by 5.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Milwaukee. Portland also making some changes. Robert Covington's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And Norman Powell subbed in for Derek Jones. Holiday against Lillard. The 3. Covington. It counts. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
Outside Holiday. Pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo against Covington. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing. Here's Lillard. From deep three-point range, misses the 3.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. And the Clippers looking good as they came into the arena before. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. They've got Ivica Zubac. Paul George is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Morris in at the 4-man position. And for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Morris passes to Zubac. We have an awesome backcourt battle tonight, Steve. Let me ask, are we in a guard-centric league right now?
We are, Kevin. I mean, we've always had great guards, and they lead you through championships with their leadership and their play, along with the big guy. But what's happening right now, Kevin, the big man is playing like a guard. The skill level of these 7-footers to be able to shoot threes, dribble, pass. So it does seem like a guard-centric league right now because everybody can play that position. Not going to be Paul George with that move. He's too long and too talented of a defender.
How about that mobile 1 block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Pass to Leonard. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And George, here we go.
Oh! Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
McCollum outside. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it to Lillard. McCollum against Jackson. Here's Lillard. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Zubac. Back to Jackson. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Nobody near George. It's good on the putback.
Terrific score there off the miss by Morris. Doesn't get a ton of offensive rebounds, but making that one count.
Here is Lillard. Inside. Here's McCollum. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Driving with a purpose. Leonard shakes off the hit, maintains focus, count it.
Lillard against George. Jones dishes to McCollum. Lillard outside. And that one drops.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Jackson. Outside Leonard. Back to Jackson. From downtown. Zubac. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Lillard. He kicks it to Nurkic. It's McCollum on the wing. From the arc. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Clippers leading by 4. And here's Morris for 3. Damian Lillard grabs the loose ball. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. The offensive rebound. 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Jones. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Offensive rebound, Nurkic. Jones kicks to McCollum. the clock winding down. Nurkic trying to get open. And the dunk by Covington.
For a player who plays with emotion like Covington, those kind of plays can really get your motor running.
Jackson passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Lillard against George. Lillard dishes to Covington. That three off the mark. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational basketball. It takes a good understanding and good execution.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
And you know this, most of the time, offensive rebounds generate high percentage looks.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Kennard. Rajon Rondo is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then there's Batum, and it's Cousins in at the 5 spot. Now here's Rondo. With a floater, and that one good.
What passion from Rondo on that drive, just relentless on how he takes it straight to the defense.
Simons, the pass to McCollum. The feed to Anthony. There's the pass to Simons. McCollum against Beverly. Here's Cantor. No good there. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers leading by 6. Batum wide open. He fires. C.J. McCollum with the rebound.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
It's good.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Rondo. Beverly finds Batum. To the right side. Kennard on the wing. Guarded by Powell. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. They're running. Pushing it up. Kennard for 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. It's McCollum on the wing. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. McCollum's got his second basket of the game. Here's Beverly. Pass to Cousins. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And a wide open look for McCollum. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Powell, no one around him. And again, it's Portland converting.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Rondo. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Nope, not that time. Nothing for 2 from the field. Powell with it. The dish to Cantor. Powell kicks to Cantor. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's Anthony. Cantor trying to free himself up. And that one's good, Anthony. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for the Trailblazers. The Clippers have gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Passes it to Beverly. Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star
No
last year. And, you know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm, as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, good evening. The Clippers were picked by many to win the title last year. Now, they didn't get it done, but Kawhi Leonard is not concerned. He said, we've just got to keep getting better, keep fighting. It's about the right team peaking at the right time. Guys are hoping this season their talent and their fight will win out. Back to you.
We will see. Good stuff, D.A. Thanks. Cantor, the pass to Simons. George against Powell. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
Wow, that's one you just kind of assume is going in. Tough luck.
No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Simons, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Cantor inside. And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, after 2 quarters, it's Portland out in front. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, how'd you... And that's...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game, great performance by Marcus Morris.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Basketball 101. You've got to put a body on him. Unfortunately, that's a fundamental that's gone by the wayside.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got Little. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Lillard in the point guard. Here's Little. The Clippers getting the bucket, and he comes up with the deuce.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the contest. The free throw drops for Little. Clippers trail by 3. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard on the wing. George dishes to Jackson. Fires the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Nurkic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Little. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And Los Angeles guys shooting well. They're at 45%. Outside, George. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. George has got 6.
With his great length and skill, Paul George has no trouble getting points in the paint. In OKC, Paul George showed he can be an MVP caliber performer. With Kawhi on the Clippers, he could be that 1B or that 1A.
Now, here's Lillard. Tries from 10. That's good on the jump shot. He's got 6.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Pass to Leonard. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Trailblazers leading by 3. The pass to Nurkic. Dishes to Lillard. Clock at 6. Takes it out to Covington. He feeds it to Nurkic, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
McCollum's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Los Angeles, Mand's checked in, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Here's Beverley, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Beverley's got his first 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Lillard against George. And that one's good. Lillard.
And all second half, they haven't gotten stops with any consistency.
Outside, George. Right wing. Zubac, the pass to Beverley. Outside, George. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. From 11 feet away, that one wide left. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for Portland. 3-point lead.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
And it's Leonard with the jam.
The power, the length, the ability to finish. Leonard dominant in that painted area.
1:14 left in the third. Now here's Lillard. He's got 8. Pass to Nurkic. He dishes it to McCollum. Pulls up. Nails the baby hook. McCollum's got 6 points.
I mean, call him a combo guard to whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Now here's George. He has 6. Zubac trying to break loose. The Clippers keep it alive. Outside, George for the tie. That shot off, so the Trailblazers will take it the other way. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now McCollum, 6 points for him. Lillard outside. Passes it to Nurkic. Just 4 to shoot. That one drops for him. Now it's a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
And such a polished player near the basket. Nurkic feels comfortable taking those in-close shots.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, Batum's out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Patterson in at the 3 slot. Poke loose. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The big dunk at the end of the break.
That's a stomach.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Always working to find open territory. Kennard's lethal in catch and shoot.
And Cantor now atop the key. to Powell. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. On deep. The shot misses.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
Simons surveying the D. Feeds it to Cantor. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Cousins. The pass to Beverly to tie it up. And it's Portland with the rebound.
The defense got lucky there. That's one you expect him to drain.
The offensive rebound, Hollis Jefferson. It's Powell on the wing. Portland no good that time either. Clippers trail by 3. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kennard's shot is off.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Simons. Kennard covering. The shot's good from Cantor. Cantor's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers.
And his teammates love it. Cantor taking charge on a huge possession. You can just see him brimming with confidence, not afraid of the big moment.
Cuts off the pass. Beverly against Powell. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look now for Portland. McCollum comes in for Norman Powell, and Lillard subbed in for Anfernee Simons. Lillard way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Jackson kicks to Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Damian Lillard.
Good job inviting contact. The closer Leonard gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for the Trailblazers. Robert Covington comes in for Anthony.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
There's 1:26 left to play in the final quarter. And it's Lillard missing. Clippers trail by 3. And there's Paul George on the assist from Leonard.
Paul George loves these situations. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to deliver.
Lillard outside. Off target with his 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Leonard, the pass to Jackson. George looking around. 5 to shoot. Here's Zubac. Got it!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Lillard with it. Guarded now by Morris. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. DeMarcus Cousins. He's checked in for Zubac. Up top, Leonard. Defended by Jones. Lillard against George. Here is Lillard.
At the line for your Trailblazers, Damian
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do.